The intensity, the passion, and the drama of the Turkish Super League is here on beIN Sports. You can follow us and be a part of the show on our various social media accounts at beIN Sports USA on Twitter and on Instagram. And you get weekly round recaps of the Turkish Super League show on our YouTube channel at beIN Sports USA. It is the last Turkish Super League highlight show of February. Round 23 recap here on beIN Sports, your home of the Turkish Super League. I'm George D. Metellus, and here's what we have for you coming up on the program. Galatasaray, or as I like to say, Galatasaray, they open round 23 with a match against Bursaspor. Another team in that tight title chase is Istanbul Basaksehir, looking to recover after losing to Fenerbahce a couple of weeks ago. They took on Genclerbirligi. And, of course, the marquee matchup of the round, the Istanbul derby between Besiktas and Fenerbahce. Before we get to that match, let's begin with the matchup between Basaksehir and Genclerbirligi as the Ankara side making the trip to Istanbul. Easy, Eric Krakauer. Let's get it on here as Basaksehir taking on Genclerbirligi in round 23. Early opportunity here for the home side. Emmanuel Adebayor close.
Very wet conditions at the stadium. They would have an impact on the game. Emmanuel Adebayor missing the header there, being put off by Sergej Policevic, who jumped for the header as well. And then it would be Emre with a strike here. Well dealt with by Johannes Hopp. Slick conditions.
Basaksehir coming off the 1-0 victory at Trabzonspor. And we get a goal. Emmanuel Adebayor, who scored against Trabzonspor, scores here.
He's back in the groove, and this is a textbook header from the Togolese former international into the ground. No chance for the Swedish goalkeeper. Beautiful to watch.
The former African Player of the Year making it 1-0 for Basaksehir. But Genclerbirligi responding, looking for an equalizer.
Not sure Stefan Sessignon meant that, but he almost caught Volkan Babakan, who gets caught here. The free kick is from Abdul Khalili. That goes under his arms, just sneaks in.
Oh.
Can blame the pitch, but that's a big mistake from Turkey's #1 keeper.
And Volkan Babakan has to do better there. Genclerbirligi entering on a 9-game unbeaten run in the all-white kits, and they are looking for a winner, but doesn't quite work here. Sessignon can't score.
Jailton's pass just behind Sessignon. And then it would be Adebayor with the last opportunity of the game. Great first touch, finds a space, but the shot just goes wide of Johannes Hopp's goal.
1-1 is the final between Basaksehir and Genclerbirligi as the Turkish side, the Ankara side actually, getting a point on the road. Akhisarspor versus Konyaspor. Sport Toto Akhisar Stadium in Manisa. Early chance here of the attempt by Samuel Eto'o as Konyaspor trying to climb out of the relegation zone. And then the other big striker signing, Adis Yahovic, testing it on Luka.
It was a very good start for Konyaspor. Unfortunately, it would not last. Here we see the ball going to the left-hand side. Finally to Omer Bayran, and then it's Evgen Seleznyov, the former Karabukspor man, with a perfectly placed header. No chance for Girintili here.
Great header by Evgen Seleznyov. And then Akhisarspor pushing forward. Another opportunity here, looking for a second, and they get it.
The Ukrainian finding that gap between Girintili and the first post. Perhaps the goalkeeper should have done better.
Sivasspor coming off back-to-back clean sheets against Bursaspor and at Karabukspor. Looking for another one here. How about this chip? Oh, off the crossbar there.
Mugdad Celik, who was so good for 90 minutes, almost adding to the scoreline.
Akhisarspor looking for the 3 points, and they'll get it with a third goal, thanks to Serginho.
Fantastic interplay between two Brazilians, Paulo Henrique and Serginho. Look at that ball from Paulo Henrique and Serginho. A little fortunate, but as I say, they all count.
Yeah, Sivasspor have a big Turkish Cup semifinal match against Galatasaray coming up. Göztepe at home in Izmir on the Aegean Sea coast against Sivasspor. Robinho in the starting 11 for Sivasspor. Early chance here for Göztepe, however.
Super strike from Jan Gouffran, the freshman. and a save from Tolgahan Ashar in equal measure. And then it would be the first goal for Göztepe, which would be disallowed. The Trivela pass is from Sabri Sarıoğlu, but as you can tell, Dembaba offside. Good finish, though.
And Dembaba, however, what is it? You can't keep a good striker down. Dembaba, former Newcastle man, former Chelsea man. Oh, does the hard work to win it. And then a Harika goal right here.
And this is certainly one of the goals of the season. Dembaba coming in January from China and showing off all his skills, but it's also the hard work to recover that ball. He would have another goal disallowed. Look at that strike into the corner. And as you can see from the replay, he is just slightly, fractionally offside.
He's doing his best Pipo Inzaghi impression, playing with the offsides line there for Göztepe. They end a 6-game winless slide with a 1-0 victory over Sivasspor. Kayserispor against Kasimpasa at the Büyük Fatih Tarim Stadium. And Kasimpasa with the first goal thanks to Yeni.
He's been scoring a few goals, and how can you miss when you're that wide open? Nobody on the Senegalese player. And then it would be another header here, but this time from a player who's not used to scoring with his head. Courageous attempt from Deniz Türüş that finds the back of the net.
1-1 at this point, and our producer Sujiro is not going to like what's going to happen here as Kayserispor get a second one, and Stefan Baji with a lot of room to run up and strike this one.
And a lovely finish from Stefan Baji. Tucks it in past Ramazan Koza, who had gotten an initial touch on that ball, and then it would be a penalty for Kayserispor. This perhaps a soft call as Ryan Mendes goes down. But is he touched? Doesn't really look like it.
Yeah, Kenneth Omoru is the one that is whistled for the foul, but stepping up to bear the spot shot is Umut Bulut.
No mistake by Umut Bulut down the middle.
So 3-1 in favor of Kayserispor at this point. Over Kasimpasa, they're going to get a penalty in their favor.
Yeah, Trezeguet, look at the lovely skill here, getting past the defender, but then fouled by Supurano, and he immediately grabs the ball. He wants to take it himself, and he puts it away, but too little, too late. Nice, into the corner.
The terrific Turkish football continues here on this round 23 recap of the Turkish Super League highlight show. Now, after the break, we are going to continue the coverage, our recap, with the match between Besiktas and Fenerbahce, that huge Istanbul derby with maybe a surprising result. We won't reveal it just yet. Also, Galatasaray opening round 23 with a beatdown of Bursaspor, and the top 3 goals of the round coming up later on the program. The Turkish Super League highlight show round 23 recap returns after these quick messages. Welcome back, everyone, to this Turkish Super League highlight show round 23 recap. Now, the round began with Galatasaray hosting Bursaspor at the Turk Telekom Arena. At the Turk Telekom Arena, Bursaspor entering on an 8-game winless slide. And, well, Eric, let's not, delay the suspense. It's about to be 9.
Yeah, this was a punishing performance by Galatasaray. Started off by Bafetimi Gomis, who slots this one away. Not an easy take as the ball is bouncing. He goes for placement and is successful.
And Bursaspor, it gets worse for Bursaspor as straight red for the Nigerian international, William Troost-Ekong.
Yeah, Troost-Ekong with a bad touch, tries to make up for his mistake and fouls Younes Belhanda. That's a straight red. And then another mistake at the back, but this time it's Ertuğrul Ersoy, and Rodriguez would make no mistake, taking full advantage of the chance that he had been provided by the defender.
5th goal of the season for Gary Rodriguez, and it is 2-0 for Galatasaray. They're up a man, they're up 2 goals, and they're about to be up 3. Mistake in the back end, Serdar Aziz, the beneficiary of it.
Harun Tekin trying to get to the ball with his feet before Maicon does, and it ends up at the feet of Serdar Aziz, who doesn't celebrate because Bursaspor is his former club. He is actually from Bursa.
3-0 at this point, and then, well, Bafetimi Gomis 19th of the season. There's the celebration. One more away from a hat trick.
Yeah, we've missed that celebration. Lovely ball from Rodriguez on the right. He had the devil in his feet, and he would provide this assist for Bafetimi Gomis, and the Frenchman would show all his approval for the hard work from the winger from Cape Verde. Lovely footwork.
The new goal Krali in Turkey is Bafetimi Gomis with the hat trick. Alanyaspor versus Trabzonspor at the Basaksehir Okulari in Alanya. Early chance here for Alanyaspor. And Eric, what's going on in the back here?
Not starting well for Trabzonspor. It's a bad pass from Burak Yilmaz, and then the attempt from Demirok to tackle that ball, but it lands at Emre Akbaba's feet, and he puts it away. This would be put away as well, but disallowed for offside. Filip Novak at the second post, offside when Burak Yilmaz heads the ball down.
Alanyaspor coming in 3 straight losses. Trabzonspor 6-game winless. But Trabzonspor pushing forward. After some chaos in the area, finally the ball goes over the line into the back of the net.
On the second chance, Burak Yilmaz puts it away. Great work from Yusuf Yazici on the left, getting past the defender, and then Dam Doi getting higher than the goalkeeper, Remy Ryu.
First time in over 370 minutes, Trabzonspor scored a goal as their first goal since round 19 at Fenerbahce, or versus Fenerbahce. And then they get a second one 8 minutes later, thanks to Abdul Kadir Olmur.
Dam Doi with the assist. Heavy first touch from Olmur, but he manages to find the back of the net with his weaker right foot. And then this last opportunity for Alanyaspor, it would be the man Emre Akbaba, but he is incapable of beating Onur Kivrak, the captain, who saves the 3 points for Trabzonspor.
Trabzonspor get a big victory and a winless slide and a goal-scoring drought as well. All right, we go to Ankara's Osmanlispor taking on Antalyaspor. Early chance for the home team in black.
Yeah, it's great work by Payam Sarijian, and then the rebound falls to Sokol Cikaleci, and he puts it away, but he's called for a handball. Bad decision from the referee. It hits his chest, and then another unfortunate decision. Not really a penalty.
Yeah, I didn't see a penalty there either. From the spot, oh, and he missed it. To borrow an American football term, field goal was good. And Osmanlispor and Antalyaspor played to a scoreless draw, the only one of round 23, but Osmanlispor certainly had chances to pick up the 3 points.
Yeah, and Cikaleci a chance to actually add to his goal tally, which has been very good of late.
Well, speaking of goals, there were a lot of them in this one between Yeni, Malatyaspor, and Karabukspor, starting with the former Botafogo man, Doria.
Doria on loan from Marseille, wide open at the second post, the man who conceded a penalty in his very first game. And then a ball off the woodwork here by Adem Buyuk, a rocket.
And it's Karabukspor, right? So you figure whoever's playing them is going to pick up 3 points. And that's the case. Malatyaspor getting a goal. Khalid Buteyev.
Back to the goals. He hadn't scored since December. Number 10 for the Moroccan. Ali Sissoko with the assist.
And then Malatyaspor pushing forward here. And it's going to be the Dutchman, Nasser Barazite. Make sure I say his name right. Barazite with the third goal.
The former Utrecht man, the Dutchman. Can't score an easier goal than that.
Yes.
Terrible defending. Symptomatic of their season.
Yeah, Karabukspor looking for a penalty here. Arturo Mina fouling Andrei Vizinchenko.
Yeah, the Ukrainian going down very easily, and then it's Leandrinho who takes the responsibility and does well.
So Karabukspor avoid being shut out, avoid the clean sheet, but they drop the 3 points. Malatyaspor, actually, I should say, picking up the 3 points, and they win it 3-1. Well, coming up here on beIN Sports, it's the derby between Besiktas and Fenerbahce. But before we go to break, Eric has more on this famous rivalry.
Always a combustible affair, the derby between Besiktas and Fenerbahce has grown more explosive as the Black Eagles have gained ground on their intercontinental neighbors. Having captured the last 2 Super Leagues, bringing their tally to 15, Besiktas are now only 4 titles removed from Fenerbahce, threatening the hegemonic grip held by the Yellow Canaries and Turkey's most successful club, Galatasaray. With no European football to focus on, Fenerbahce has made clinching a 20th Super League trophy its absolute priority, and manager Aykut Kocaman knows that nothing less than a win will appease a passionate fan base desperate for more domestic success. After suffering a humiliating defeat to Bayern Munich in the Champions League, a wounded Besiktas is now firmly focused on a 3rd successive championship and looking to bounce back by punishing their hated rivals at the cauldron that is Vodafone Arena. With silverware and pride on the line, the blockbuster derby promises to be a fiery one.
Welcome back. Let's not waste any more time. The Istanbul derby between Besiktas and Fenerbahce. This is always a fabulous atmosphere. Vodafone Park between Besiktas and Fenerbahce. Early on, it's the Yellow Canaries with a chance that the ball finally goes over the line thanks to Fernandão.
Fernandão pouncing on the rebound. The cross is from Nabil Dirar. A hand from Fabri that lands at Giuliano's feet. His shot is blocked by Vida, and the Brazilian would make no mistake from that range here. Dusko Tosic giving the ball away, giving Fernandão an opportunity to add to his tally. He did not do so well. Giuliano wide open on the right-hand side.
And Fenerbahce early on silencing, shocking and stunning the crowd at Vodafone, but Besiktas respond. Ryan Babel almost with the equalizer. And the Black Eagles pushing for Ricardo Quaresma. He would have himself one amazing game. Is this a penalty here?
He calls for a penalty, asks the referee for it. I don't think so. It would have been soft, but this is the beginning of the Quaresma show, but not before this man, Vida, hits this thundering header into the back of the net.
Damagoj Vida got sent off against Bayern. Dusko Tosic didn't play well against Bayern either, but both of them coming up big, and especially Vida there for the equalizer. Fenerbahce, long range, almost getting a second goal there.
And what a goal that would have been from Sener Ozbayrakli. Fernandão has the first shot, and then look at this attempt from the midfielder. Gary Medel using all 5-4 of his frame to get that, or 5-5.
So it was 1-1 at halftime between these two. Second half, well, there's the Quaresma show.
The Quaresma show, indeed. The Portuguese known for this shot, a terrific trivela. Used to do that for FC Porto on a regular basis. No chance for Carlos Kameni.
Excuse me, I have to make a correction. It was 1-0 at halftime. And what is it called again? Trivela, what is it called? What he did?
The trivela.
Trivela with the outside of the 3 toes on the right foot there. Brilliant goal by Ricardo Quaresma, and he gets involved again here. Oh, then he roofs this shot past Kameni.
More fortunate in this goal, or more fortune. He's going for goal, but the ball goes high over Kameni, who stands rooted to the ground. The Portuguese was just unplayable.
2 goals for Ricardo Quaresma, and Besiktas take down Fenerbahce thanks to a brace by the European champion. All right, we look at the round 23 results, and we see that Trabzonspor, the only team to win on the road. Any results stand out for you, Eric?
Yeah, Galatasaray just beating down Bursaspor. Paul Le Guen under a lot of pressure, and Fatih Terim very happy.
And Bursaspor sliding down the table, as I can get the words out, and it doesn't look good against Galatasaray. We take a look at the top 6 standings, and it's got 3 points separating first and fourth.
Yeah, Besiktas leapfrogging Fenerbahce with that win on goal difference. And Trabzonspor, after a hard-fought win, is back in 6th. Galatasaray first after hammering Bursaspor.
And Trabzonspor back in the top 6. The goal Krali, and it's Bafetimbi Gomis with 20 goals. Burak Yilmaz getting a goal, helping out Trabzonspor as well.
Yeah, started Matchday 23 with 17, ends it with 20 to lead the pack once again.
All right, time now to reveal the podium of the best goals of the rounds. Galatasaray, well, there's a lot to choose from here because they beat They beat Bursaspor 5-0, but this was the best one.
And this is such a difficult shot to take because the ball is bouncing before it reaches Bafétimi Gomis, but he slots it away, places it well, and then Quaresma.
Well, I thought this might be number one.
Well, wait until you see the first one. But no, can't take anything away from this delightful trivela.
Outside of the right foot. I can never get tired of watching that one. Number one is the match between Göztepe and Sivasspor. It's the only goal of the match. Oh, Dembaba.
And it was a close call between both goals. But for me, Dembaba working to win the ball back with a sliding tackle.
Yeah.
And then just firing this missile into the corner. No chance for the goalkeeper. Unbelievable.
What a fantastic goal by Dembaba. And as I said, the game winner against Sivasspor. All right, top 11, going with a 4-2-2-2, if you will. Should legendary off with a couple of goals for Kayserspor. Who stands out for you in this top 11 here?
Well, Emre Akbaba was very, very good for Alanyaspor despite the loss. And then you look at the wing play of Rodriguez there on the left and Quaresma on the right. Those two had the devil in their boots, were absolutely unplayable. And then Seleznyov, a good signing for Kasimpasa.
Our next match, round 24, it's Trabzonspor at home against Besiktas. We'll see how the champs respond after their big win against Fenerbahce. It's on Monday, March 5th at 11:55 a.m.
And this could be a heck of a match. I can't wait to see whether Besiktas continues their good form.
Exciting football in round 23. I cannot wait to see what happens in round 24. Now, a show that I can't wait to watch is The Extra. It is every Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. in the East, 4 p.m. in the West with Kevin Egan. It's always big fun, and you can get all the latest information about the beautiful game on The Extra. And then after The Extra, on Monday and Fridays, it is The Locker Room, 7:30 p.m. in the East, 4:30 p.m. in the West, the best football debate show on the planet. The Extra and The Locker Room, Monday through Friday for The Extra, Monday and Friday for The Locker Room. I'm George Metellus. Thank you very much for watching this presentation of the Turkish Super League Highlight Show, Round 23 recap. Big up all my people in Batman, Turkey. Peace. Radish.